Hi, welcome to a special edition of the artscalifornia.net.
Yeah, welcome. I'm Rebecca Martinez,
John Potter.
and today we welcome special guest James Hirschinger, who is a photographer out of Granite Bay, correct?
Oh, Loomis.
Loomis.
Loomis,
Okay,
excellent.
thank you.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure what your real
rural-
address.
Rural Loomis, out by the lake.
All right, very nice.
And James responded to one of our announcements on artscalifornia.net, the announcement that we made it was posted by Amador Arts Council. It was for a special day at Kennedy Mines.
Right.
Yes.
It was a point and shoot, or paint and shoot.
Paint and shoot. And first of all, I want to thank John and Rebecca for alerting me to that, because I thought, wow, I want to go up there. And luckily I took John's advice, you have to leave early because it's a drive. But I drove by that for years, and we were building a cabin up above Jackson, and I never went there. And so I decided now's the time to go up, and it was just a great day of shooting, and I've got, I think, some images that I'm really proud of, and I'd like to share those
Great.
today.
Okay, yeah, we'll see some of those.
We are gonna look at some of those. I've seen them and I thought they were very powerful, and they kind of fit in with, did you say you had a series on sort of industrial?
Yeah, the
shot?
last several years I've been doing industrial-related, sort of abstract, and had a lot of success with that. And some of them I've had in large format printed on dye-infused aluminum, and I really like the look of it.
I
So-
like that look too.
Yeah.
I've
So,
seen it.
so I was like a kid in a candy store that day up there, because the weather was perfect. Not a lot of people showed up for it. It was on a Friday, but that made it even nicer because I didn't have to worry about running into
Right, yeah.
other people. But it's a very interesting historic place that, what I like about California, there's always something new that I haven't heard about. And I hear about it, I just want to go and shoot.
That's
And
right.
So it was
Nice,
great.
Very nice.
That's
nice.
nice, yeah.
And you mentioned that you found the entrance to be rather tricky and risky.
That
Yeah,
was-
maybe we should give others a warning.
Well, I recommend going up, but you have to be aware, because I used to drive 88 and go over the hill down to Jackson, and it said the entrance is to the left. I'm going up the hill, and you sort of see a sign over there, it said entrance, but I started to go over there, and it's just a drop off, and there was nothing there, and I thought, this is going to not end well, and these cars are coming on the other side and coming up the hill. So I decided, I bailed on that and went down towards Jackson, did a U-turn, came back up. But even with that, there's a turnout for a viewpoint. That wasn't it. You have to go further. And there's this little entry sort of next to a motel. So I had to, and I still wasn't sure. I turned into the motel, turned around, and there's this little road that is squeezed in by the hotel, the motel. And you drive down there and finally get into the.
So it's easy
the
to
drone.
miss.
It's tricky, it's very tricky, so just be careful, you don't want to have an accident up there.
Okay, yeah.
But once you get there, the property's incredible. So I recommend that people want to see a sense of history. And the foundation that is doing it, the Mine Foundation, did a wonderful job. They have a nice, large museum, a lot of paintings in there people have done, artifacts, and the whole grounds are set up very nicely with artifacts. And picnic tables and everything. So it's really worth the trip to go up there.
It does sound like
Nice.
fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
I'd
That's
love
the
to go.
Kennedy Goldmine.
Yeah, on
Excellent.
Highway 88.
On
correct?
88, right outside of Jackson, one of the deepest mines in the country. It's 5,000 foot deep shaft in there. So,
Yeah.
and then across from it's the other mine. You can see is the Argonaut mine, and so they were both in that same place for years. And to read the history of what these people did to get the mine, very dangerous, but they were determined to get rich, and they did everything they could. So
Yeah, 5,000 feet, that's a long way to go.
it's scary.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Right.
you,
Go ahead.
you've been a photographer for quite a while, a professional photographer, yeah?
Yeah, I have. After I retired from Sierra College back in 2001, I got really into it even more, bought a new expensive camera and been buying them since. But my wife and I have a business where we provide art to corporate venues, residential venues, medical venues, hospitals, dental clinics. And so we've been doing that for quite a while. And one thing I want to mention about the dental clinic, it's really great, as you know, for artists when businesses support our work.
Mhm.
And a few years ago, I had a great support from somebody in Auburn, Dr. Jacob Ashagan, who has High Street Endodontics, and he had a brand new office, and so he asked me to provide him with local photography that he would put in there. So I did his whole office with large scale and some metal pieces, and he was great to work with, and it's a beautiful office. If anybody wants to see it, you can probably go in and take a look at it.
Is that here in Auburn or is that?
No, it's in Auburn,
Okay.
on High Street.
Oh, High Street.
It's on the right side across from the entrance to the fairground.
Yeah, I know where it is.
So the building on the
Yeah,
right.
I remember when it was built,
Right.
actually.
But it was really a neat project. He was really great to work with because he had an artistic eye, and so that was really great for me. That's the
Mhm.
second dental clinic that we've done, my wife and I have done together on it. But yeah, it's kept us really busy. It's always, as you know, it's always exciting to get a new project.
So you have a camera with you today. Were you hoping to shoot something?
Well, I always take my camera with me, but
Uh-huh.
this is one that I took up on the Kennedy mine trip. And when I was up there, I actually had 3 cameras with me because I needed the variety of lenses and cameras, what I wanted. So, but this is one of my favorite ones. I've had this lens quite a while. It's a Pentax, and so it's always good to have something that you can shoot something with.
Uh-huh.
You know, cell phones are okay, but I prefer the regular
Of
camera.
course.
I can see
Yeah.
things much more clearly.
Of
Sure.
course.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Did you have any questions?
I had one, but I forgot it already.
I also wanted to mention Blue Line Arts. I've been a member of that for a long time.
Okay.
And it's a great gallery, I think one of the best around the region. They're having a membership show coming up next month,
Mhm.
and I recommend people to check that out.
Right.
My wife and I have pieces in that, as we always do, but the new directors are really doing a great job. And
Yeah.
they have a rising, increasing membership, so I think this membership show this year is probably the strongest I've seen.
Oh, that's
Okay, good.
nice, yeah. We were there just before the membership show came in. We were there for the clay show.
Oh, okay.
We
Yeah.
did an interview there.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're great gals.
Yeah, they do a great job. So anyway, I just recommend people try to catch that show.
Good, good. Yeah, we'll plug that one as well.
Yeah. we were.
And I want to thank them for the new hat.
Yeah.
I hope everybody can get this nice, it's very comfortable. I
Yeah.
recommend it.
Great for those outdoor adventures.
Well, great, yeah, you need it from the sun. so-
Yes, yeah, that's true, true. Yeah, well, Jim, it's been very good having you here today.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
We appreciate you doing the photography of this, on the mine. Did they say that we're gonna have some kind of contest or something?
Yeah, in June, I think they're having, well, I don't know if it's a sale, they had the contest for that weekend, but I didn't really understand it, because they got entries right so quickly, I don't know how they did that, because it took me a while to go through edit all
Especially if
mine.
somebody's painting.
Yeah, I think it's some sale, a weekend sale, we can go up there,
Okay.
but for me, it's too long a trip, and
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
ready to do that, but I wanted to mention, though, that my website is hirschingerfineart.com, and our home and studio is outside of Loomis. You know where the flower farm is?
Yes.
Towards the lake.
Yeah.
We're 2 minutes from that, and if people want to come out, they can get in contact with us by appointment, so we clean up the studio, but
If I recall, isn't your house sort of a mid-century modern type house?
yeah, our house is contemporary design
Yeah.
that my wife designed.
It's beautiful.
And we
Mm.
built it in 1984 on 1 acre and it overlooks the lake, and it's filled with big rock boulders, of which we like.
Yeah,
But,
that's-
yeah, we've been there a long time, and so we
It
have
is lovely.
we've been doing studio tours there for a long time, but nothing recently, but they can contact me through my website.
And we'll put your website on the interview.
Will you be on the new studios tour that's coming out?
No, we're trying to get, my wife's from Austria, we're trying to get back to Austria, because we have some property there. We just sort of have to wait for another studio tour.
Right.
It's just
Yeah.
preparation, and because we have property to get prepared, so, as well as a studio,
Yes.
it's an extra amount of work.
It's always a big push.
It's a big, big push. But thank you for having me up here today.
Yeah.
That's great.
Thank you.
Thanks for
Thank you.
coming in, and
Yeah.
we'll get to see some of those photos.
Yeah, we'll put some of them up.
Okay, thank
Great.
you.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Bye-bye.